YouTube! Greetings and salutations. It is your boy, Uncle Jid.
There he is, Uncle Jid, Superman, St. Louis. Let's go!
Boom, boom, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, look to the west, look to the best, look to the left. It is an individual who is always on the trail of the ultimate donut. And he might be at the major donut landmark there right in downtown Los Angeles with the big bite out of the side. I'm not really sure what the name of that place is, but if you're looking, you might see him. He's the West Coast Wizard. Give it up for Mr. Curtis Magic.
Curtis Magic. I'm like a donut because I get dunked all the time.
Whoa.
People just...
You mean they dunk on you?
Yeah, I was...
Oh, no, because he just got dunked on. Those of you who know our Froggy Fresh side of the world, ladies and gentlemen, you came through and we appreciate it. You hit the subs, you hit the thumbs up.
That's what you do.
Come through the comments and you have made your voices heard. We have heard you. So we are coming back with an oldie but a goodie, a little Davie504, and we're hitting up the 24-string bass solo, and it's coming at you in 3, 2. I don't know that I even knew that there was.
What?
What is that? Jiminy Jam.
What/why?
That isn't. There's a what/why for sure. If there ever was a time. Ooh. Well. Yikes.
Davie, 12 strings. It's a lot of strings. And he played it.
It was 24 strings. I don't know, where were you?
Oh, that's right. 24. You know what it was? And I counted. I don't know. I was doing the math wrong. There's like 8 parts of string. There's 8 places for your fingers to go.
It's clusters. I believe they're clustered together.
Yeah, and because you're doubling up, you know what it made me why I had 12 in my head is because I've jammed on a 12-string guitar a few times.
It's complicated. It's not, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who played instruments in your lifetime, stringed instruments for that matter. What a crazy,
going on there.
what a crazy thing.
There's a lot going on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want to say for the record, I don't know this in advance because I've not done my due diligence in looking at the description, but I feel like that boom 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 boom, that whole, and it had kind of a guitar riff-y sound because obviously we're talking about the much higher resonating strings. It had a vibe of a song from Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh.
Where they're, like it's the Pharisees and they're coming to get Jesus, or Jesus is doing something else.
That could be. See, I was thinking the original Contra on NES.
It did have that vibe too.
Maybe a little. Maybe it was a mashup.
Also, can we talk about how much of a wrist cramp you would get where you're like,
wow,
nobody walks around with their entire hand extended upward like that.
He didn't spend a lot of time on the lowest end.
When
he was like he was playing it open, like what the E would be. I think it's something lower than an E.
Right.
But where that would usually be.
Yeah, I think it's called Devil's Horns. It's so deep, this bass.
Yeah. It's called the 24th Circle of Hell.
That's correct.
That's
the official term.
Really impressive though, and I do get kind of how where that clustering or that doubling, what's part of what's happening there. Like on a 12 string, a lot of times you'll have that will be octaves,
right?
So you get very interesting sound. But even just doubling up on the same exact note, you get a chorus effect without the processor.
Right, exactly.
And for whatever reason, I was thinking of, kind of in the early days of still when there was a, experimental rock and roll was pretty much just any rock and roll.
Sure,
The Beach Boys used to layer their own vocals on top of each other.
Correct.
To give that effect.
Kind of a fuller... octave and harmonizing effect. Yeah, for sure.
Something about that. And maybe
and that's probably not uncommon in choral music, right? So or
that's right.
Chamber music or the older kind of from that perspective. There's when you look at a symphonic orchestra, you're talking about a bunch of people layering notes with instruments that are just off of each other in terms of. Now, I'm not talking about like there's a string section that there's the all the violins are violins, right? But then you've got the cellos, and then you've got, the what's another thing?
A violin.
There's a violin and a cello, and there's something else in there. Suzuki?
A ukulele.
Anyway, but there's an element of like taking a similarly constructed instrument and making, it's either got a bigger body or it's got a different shape to it, so as to kind of bring a richer sound to it. And that's an interesting sort of element too, when you have these 24 string basses, or the, like you said, with the 12 string guitar, you're adding this kind of single play action movement, but is producing a larger resonating sound and gives it more of a kind of just a fuller sound, I guess, at the end of the day.
And I think that's a good justification for it, but also like there is the part of Davie that's like, I don't need a justification for it,
right?
It's 24 string bass guitar.
He's like, you didn't think I could do this? Let me show you how much I can. So hey, kudos to him.
You don't think I will buy this just to show that I bought it and I can play it, kind of?
And what a celebration for, at that time, 1 million subscribers. He's well past that now. Hey, it was fantastic. Do you have any kind of a this is a time in every video where I just like to come directly at the West Coast feed, and I like to say, hey, do you have anything you'd like to say in summation of what we've experienced here this evening?
Davie was playing music and he left me wanting more.
Got it.
He was like a musical Jack Bauer from the TV show 24.
Wow. I did not see that coming. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you coming through. Hey, if you're interested, how about subscribing? If you're also interested, how about giving us a thumbs up, getting the algorithm working in our favor, get into the comments. In fact, it was people getting into the comments that had us kind of revisit
right.
this
That's right.
corner of our content environment.
That's right.
To visit Mr. Davie504.
And I'll tell you right now, if we get to 1 million subscribers, Jidge will consider buying a 24 string bass.
If nothing else. Or I might consider buying the box set of 24 on DVD.
There's a Sophie's choice.
It's a toss-up.
Yeah.
It's a Sophie's choice. We appreciate you guys coming through and being a part of the family. We're going to throw you some love. We're going to throw you some joy. And as always, we're always going to leave hoping that the world moves a little closer to the ultimate peace.
Yo, you know I'ma run this, kid. Shouts out to Curtis Magic and Uncle Jizz. Yeah, when I do my lyrics, dog, I'm repping for the faction. Hit them up online for the fly ass reactions. Yeah, out to him, I be giving mad love. Yo, shout to Uncle Jizz, I'ma give you the plug.